All right, we're going to see where this goes. I had an idea earlier today. Let's go ahead and open up. Oh, that's actually funny. I like that. Let's call it my dreams. Let's go. New note withdrawing. Let's go ahead and back out. Title will be Nathy's Dreams. Smiley face. Oh, can I do a background? Give me that. Give me that. Where's the background? Background options. Notes. I like that. Okay. Add a drawing. Okay. So, first, let's go ahead and call this. Dreamy Weemies. All right. So, how do I want to do this? Oh, I'm thinking too far. Recipe. Okay. Let's get that down. Recipe. D1. The wink face inside the D. For desserts. I was thinking getting like something like a, let's see, silicone baking tray. So usually it's like, I guess that doesn't really help much, but it's about as tall as it is wide, I guess, is what I mean to say. And then it's rectangular in length. So basically, what I was thinking is if I were to look at it from an overhead view, so overhead, B, W, what I could do is I was thinking of melting some chocolate. Chocolate? Chocolate! Sorry. I need to get a video editor so I can start adding memes and stuff. So yeah, you get your chocolate. Should be brown, but should be darker brown than this. I could have just done black, I guess. But anywho, so basically, so layered chocolate, and then get some like cashews. Cashews I'll do as like this color because it's kind of what the color they are. They're kind of bean shaped. This is like a macaroni drawing. That's funny. Basically, a bunch of cashews, and then some blueberries. For the cashews, maybe roast the cashews first, overlay with chocolate, and then while the chocolate is still melted, throw in some blueberries. And then I was thinking maybe some coconut flakes. You need what power? Coconut flakes. So, the recipe is this. What should you do with that? Yeah, so it's going to be dark chocolate. Oh, I could probably do like carrots too. Carrot actually might go well with the chocolate. Dark chocolate, cashews. Oh, maybe some oats, some crispy things like oats. I think you can make oats crispy, maybe. Oh yeah, yeah, duh. There's a whole aisle that's basically dedicated to that at Fred Meyer. So I'll do the pre-cooked ones. I'll just sprinkle in some of that, and then fruity tooties. Thinking maybe blueberries, maybe dried oranges, or even orange peel. Raisins. This could be a good one. Um, maybe some cinnamon. So spices. Spicy wicey. Oh god, I wish I would stop doing this. I spelled that wrong, even though it's wrong to begin with. Cinnamon, clove, anise. Uh, we could do like cayenne and paprika, maybe. And then there was the other one. Why can't I think of it? Oh, turmeric. That would actually be awesome because then I can start adding some spices to my life. So I really need to do that. This would be a good way. So I was thinking directions, place nuts in silicone tray, roast for however long, add chocolate, and then pull out, add toppings before hardened. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Oh, I could probably do like sesame seeds. Yeah, crispy things. Seeds. And then if needed, extra protein. Yeah, so that just sounded really good. And I found these little things right after I thought of it. I was just like, oh, that'd be so good. Oh, peanut butter is also a good one. Or even Nutella. Or you can even do like Coffee. Oh, that could be interesting. Do you like an espresso? Green tea? Yeah, some ideas. Anywho, I found these things. They're little almond roca bites. They're pretty good. But they just the image on the bag, like this literally looks what I just thought about. So if I could figure out a way to make something like this could actually be my. I could find a way to maybe like give it to family or maybe try to sell it or something. Maybe make it like a certain amount every day and then just go hand it out on the street corner or something. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. I'll sample it, and then if anyone wants to buy it, then they can just order direct from me. Make it work. That sounds fun. Okay, let's go ahead and back out. Times 17. Let's go ahead and add to this something that I'm working on. Um, so the color thing, simplified, color, experiment, idea. And that's all I'm going to say because I don't need to say anything. 'Cause that just tells me exactly what I need to do. Um, Tomorrow, I want to make some spaghetti sauce. So, spaghetti, let's do one itty bitty baby onion. And then I'm going to put this. Actually, no, this is. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Actually, no, this is what I'll do. This will be code. Purple. Boop, boop. Okay, back to black. So I say one stalk celery with leaf. Leaves off. I'm keeping it like that. I don't care. Um, One, probably do a hot house. I'll just say tomato. We'll figure that out later. And then I'll need some olive oil, pepper. I think I have pepper actually. Okay. And then 1 can sauce. One. No, I have paste already. And then 1 can. I'll do Rotel. going to give it a little bit of a different taste. Not one that I want, but um, it's a smaller can, so I could add that and not have to save the rest. I just don't like doing that. So, and then I'm not going to worry about using meat because I'm just going to use that bird's eye. The rest of that noodle thing that I made tonight and burnt. This time I just won't burn it. I won't use the cheese sauce this time though. Um, Basically, the directions for this is just going to be bird's eye for 10 mins, add sauce, add paste. Oh, sorry. Cook onion, garlic. I'll just get the jar. Cook onion, cook garlic. What am I going to use for fat? Olive oil. Okay. Olive oil. So I'm going to need to look up directions for how to cook with olive oil. Olive oil is it's a lower heat oil, so I know it. If you pour it in while the stove is too hot or the pan is too hot, it'll turn brown, and that's not good. So I need to figure out what setting I need to set it at, um, and then just be patient with the cooking. Which is fine. Actually, cooking like that saves a lot of flavor. Searing things, that seems to get rid of a lot of, or that, well, I guess with meat's different, but anywho. So I'll look that up in a minute. So basically, I'm going to cook the onion and garlic in olive oil, and then I'll add celery and plus 1/2 tomato. Sorry, nope, I'm saving that. Rotel. Add celery in the rotel, and then the bird's eye, and then let it sit for like 10 minutes. Let it heat up and all that good stuff, or however long it's going to take. It's going to be lower heat. And then I'll add sauce. I'll add the paste, and I might even add a little paste before. We'll see. See how salty I'm feeling. Season, and then separate step. Bake tomato. Baked tomato in half chunks in olive oil, salt, plus pepper, plus cinnamon, plus sugar, just a little bit. And then foil, 30 minutes, like 275 to 300. And then what that's going to do is that's going to get a shit ton of flavor. I decided to try the baked tomato approach. Well, roasting really is what I'm doing, but I just thought of it one day. I was like, you know what? I want to try something. So I went to the store and tried this out. And when I added it to the sauce, I added these black tomatoes called umami tomatoes or something like that. But they had like an umami flavor, so think like soy sauce or something like that. Teriyaki. Teriyaki's a bit sweet though. But yeah, that umami flavor, that essence, it's kind of hard to describe. just flavor. Um, it added so much flavor to the sauce. So that's something that's an experiment that I've been wanting to try for a while. Just playing around with roasting different vegetables and adding like different ratios of fresh to roasted to see how the flavor changes. So have like, oh, that'd be cool. I'll make like five different sauces. Okay, saucy experiment. That's a dream. Let's do it. Let's go to my dreams. Nathy's dreams. Recipe two. That's one. Spaghetti. Oh, spaghetti. Sorry, not recipe. Experiment. Recipe. That's totally how Germans would do it. An experience to making a recipe. Exper recipe. Or exper recipe. Okay, spaghetti. So basically, the ingredients. I won't write an amount. I'll write the amount if I'm making for a bunch of people. So for a crowd, it's like I haven't quite gotten the individual one down yet. So it's 2 to 3 pounds ground meat, and I prefer bison or like a grass fed. Um, yeah, just like grass fed, free range, all that kind of stuff. I like that. It's just juicier, tastes better. Although I did do ground pork once, and it was pretty good. So it's kind of hit or miss with anything you do, but works well with any ground meat that I've tried. And then 1 to 2 onions. My preferred blend is one sweet onion and one yellow onion. I haven't ever tried red onion, but that could be kind of fun. So let's see. Afterwards, I'll write the types down so that then it'll give me a kind of a variety. And then 3 to 4 celery stalks. With leaves. With leaves. I know that's spelled wrong. Don't care. 3 to 5 cloves of garlic. Mm. Oh, 5 cans of sauce, tomato sauce. 3 cans of tomato paste. Salt and sugar to taste. Not much needed. Bay leaves. Trying to remember this off the top of my head, so sorry. Um, oh, tomato. So typically, what I do is 1 can diced tomatoes, and then one actual tomato. Yeah, so basically what I do is I take the onions, dice them up, take the celery, the garlic, just kind of get everything all chopped up finely. And then I throw the onions and garlic at the same time into, usually I do butter because butter is a little bit of a higher heat, but I'm going to try olive oil this time. So let's have some fat. Some fat. Yeah, so I let those kind of heat up for a bit. And then I add the ground meat, all of it at once. And then this I season. Just get a little bit of seasoning in there. And then that's when I add the celery. So right when the meat browns, it's mostly brown, I add the celery, let it cook for a minute. And then I add tomato paste, and I basically coat the whole mixture with tomato paste. And I let that cook for a bit. It cooks some of the taste of the tomato paste out. So it's got like this, my grandma calls it the tinny taste. But, and then once that's done, then I will add the sauce and the can of diced tomatoes and some seasoning and sugar. Just a little bit of sugar, about like if you were to use a wooden spoon, about a wooden spoon of sugar. Um, then I add the bay leaves, the celery leaves, and um, well, actually, before I do all of this, that's when I throw the tomatoes in the oven. So first, my very first step is to throw the tomato, in the oven, cut in half, uh, with foil, olive oil, salt, pepper, and a little bit of cinnamon. And I just let that cook for 30, 40 minutes at like 275, 300. And then while that's happening, that's when I'm doing the sauce. And then uh, and then after the sauce is cooked for a little bit, I add cinnamon, little tiny bit. It turns the sauce from kind of a brighter red to sort of kind of like darker red. I don't know how else to describe it. Like a, I don't know. It's darker. I'm not good at describing colors. Um, but this is my family recipe. I've been working on it for a while. But this I can turn into an experiment. So, like, for example, there's like 5 different kinds of ground meat that I could try using. I could use ground. So, let's say ground meat. So, this, chicken, turkey, beef, pork, sausage, and then onions. You got sweet, white, yellow, red, and then you also have that onion garlic hybrid shallots, and then you got like pearl onions, and then all the colors that go with that. Celery, I've only seen one kind of celery. Garlic, seen 2 kinds, the elephant garlic, and then that. This I usually use, so sauce. I usually use um, just the regular store bought canned, but there's different kinds. So store bought, organic, And then I thought about uh, subbing maybe like one can with tomato soup or beef broth, like a boat, like a just a like 6 or 7 like 8 ounces, like replace one 8 ounce can with the beef broth. Oh, dude, that could actually make it really tasty. And then just try to um, let it evaporate a bit, so that way, yeah, that could be interesting. Tomato paste, same thing, store bought. Bay leaf, store bought. Diced tomato, store bought. Tomato. There's Vine, Hothouse. Um, I'm getting this wrong, but it's not Legacy. But it sounds like that to me. It's a synonym. I can't think of what they're called at the moment. And then there's like the grape tomatoes, cherry, etc. Yeah, and so I could play around with all these different ideas. I could try all the individual, like try yellow one day, try red one day, try white one day, try sweet one day, and then eventually, like maybe I could build up a system that I could use in the oven, and and then have like several many compartments, and then bake like 8 or 10 different sauces at the same time using the different ingredients. All right, here's or maybe do like five. Make like a pentagon shape with like a handle in the middle, so that you can just so I can just carry it, and then yeah, then you can try. Then I can just try different things. I just think that's pretty fun. But anywho, I think that's enough brainstorming for the day for the night. Oh gosh, I can't talk at all. I'm totally stuttering like crazy right now. It's really annoying. Um, I am kind of tired, so maybe it's time for bed. I guess it is almost 1 in the morning. So, all right. Well, that was fun.